Bobby Rush ist der heutige Held unseres Soja-Porträts. Und nicht nur, weil den schmutzigen alten Mann des Funk-da-Fighten Blues kaum einer kennt. Oder besser, weil ihn hier kaum einer kennt. In Amerika füllen Hits wie Sue oder She's a Good 'Un größere Hallen, als sich B.B. King zum Beispiel zu träumen wagt. Und das mit dem großen Unterschied, dass Bobby fast ausschließlich vor Schwarzen spielt und B.B. fast ausschließlich vor Weißen. Was natürlich etliche Gründe hat. Bobby Rush ist immer aktuell geblieben, was seinen Sound angeht. Er hat sich in den 70ern von Gamble & Huff produzieren lassen, in den 80ern programmierten Funk gemacht und auch heute noch wird sein aktuelles Album I'm in Love with a Fat Woman im sogenannten Chitlin Circuit im Radio gespielt. Er hatte einen Song namens Mary Jane, bevor Rick James überhaupt wusste, was ein Joint ist. Und seinen Klassiker Chicken Heads schrieb er natürlich auch ein paar Jahrzehnte vor NWAs bahnbrechendem Lehrgang The Art of Sucking Dick. Auch heute mit 61 Jahren singt und spielt der Pastorensohn aus Homer, Louisiana noch wie ein junger Gott. Und wird schon deshalb natürlich auch live von mindestens einer tanzenden Muse begleitet. Wir trafen den Mann, der jetzt schon zum zweiten Mal in Reihe vom amerikanischen Living Blues Magazin zum besten Live-Act gewählt wurde, bei seinem ersten deutschen Live-Gig überhaupt in Muddy's Blues Club in der Bergstraßenmetropole Weinheim und befragten ihn zu seinen berühmt schnellen Garderobenwechseln, seiner neuerlich entdeckten Liebe zu fetten Frauen, seinen Blueskumpels und den Highlights seiner Karriere. Und hier ist, was wir daraus gemacht haben, unser Soja-Porträt von Bobby Rush.
Hi, my name is Bobby Royce. Soul is the sound. Zoya really lays it down. And you're watching Zoya.
That was great, Bobby. That was good.
Evil. I want to talk about evil for a minute.
Seit 1936 treibt Emmett Ellis Jr., der später unter dem Synonym Bobby Rush bekannter wurde, sein Unwesen auf den Bühnen dieser Welt. Gerade seine ungewöhnliche Mixtur aus Blues, Funk und Comedy machten ihn in den Vereinigten Staaten zu einem oft kopierten und nie erreichten Live-Performer. Dabei fing alles damit an, dass sich Bobby Rush im Alter von 6 Jahren seine erste Gitarre aus einer leeren Sirupdose baute.
You give him gasoline, that's what evil is. I was born in a little place called Homer, Louisiana. Now, Homer, Louisiana is like not too far from New Orleans. I guess the biggest town would be New Orleans, Sweetsport, Louisiana. So that kind of gives you some whereabouts where I was born. But I left there early, in 1946. I went to Pine Bluff, Arkansas for a couple of years. There where M.O. James, myself, and all of us kind of got together. But then I left there and went to Chicago, and I stayed in Chicago close to 40 years. And from that to Jackson, Mississippi, all around. I've been all across the country, man. I've been everywhere. I slept in the hollow logs and the whole bit. I tell y'all, that's evil. I have 226 records. I'm talking about records themselves. I only have 26 albums. But during the chess recording time, there wasn't no album. It was singles in them days. And I had a huge, just a whole lot of albums. I had some good ones, some bad ones. I got paid on a couple of them. The rest of them, I don't know where the money went. I guess Lou Ross and them got my money. They holding it for me. I know they honest guys. They'll bring it to me in a minute.
Durch die Musik und die Auftritte von Bobby Rush wurde der Blues für viele Leute in ein neues, ganz anderes Licht gerückt.
My performance in entertainment been kind of jokeified, and it's not so serious because the blues it's not always when you cry or something bad happened. My baby left me a whole bit. Blues is something you can be happy about and be joyful.
Oh yeah.
And
so many different colors.
So many different colors of blues, and it's just good music, man. I just be myself. When I go perform, I often think about people who come to see me, and most of the time, they may not tell you, but they want to enjoy themselves. I forget about their trouble behind. For the night, tomorrow maybe back into the tears, but for the night, let's enjoy it and forget about all the riff-raff and hold on. good at what I do, and I think it's beyond being good at what I do. I think I'm different. So it's not the good that draws in the long run. It's the good and different that draws in the long run. Because when you hear my record, there's no doubt about who I am. You know, I sound like myself. Although I like Howlin' Wolf, Muddy Water, and so on and so on, but I sound like Bobby Rush, and so that makes a difference.
Zu jedem seiner Songs kann Bobby Rush mindestens eine passende Geschichte erzählen. Da liegt es auf der Hand, dass auch seine Kostümwechsel während der Show eine Historie beinhalten.
There was a guy who hired me in Rock Island, Illinois. He said, Bobby Rush, said, I need a comedian and someone to open the show up for you. I said, I got just the guy. I know him very well. He said, who is it? I said, it's a guy in Chicago. I went to Chicago. I got in touch with this guy. His name was Pretty Bob. I said, Pretty Bob, I got a gig for you. So the man told me he'd pay $50. So I told him, I said, Pretty Bob got a job for you. It paid $40. Now already I done sliced me $10 off the top of this money. Now I'm getting $50 a night. Now I'm getting $60 right now. With the $10 on top of his money, I got $60 a night. The man said I pay him $50. So I told him Pretty Bob $40. He said, okay. We made the deal like on a Wednesday. Come Friday, we left at 3 o'clock, supposed to left at 3. He calls me up at 12:30 or 1 o'clock and said, hey, I'm sorry, Bobby, I can't go. I said, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So I couldn't think of anyone, so I said, I know what I do. I went down to this thrift shop where you sell secondhand clothes. I got this big old suit and bought me some mustache. At that time, I didn't wear a mustache. Bought me some mustache. I put it on and looked in the mirror, and I said, yeah, this guy, this is who I need. I looked just like the guy I was explaining to him about. Got to the club that night. I walked in, he said, you got Pretty Bob? I said, yeah, he out in the car. He's a little tired, he'd been driving. He got to lay out there and get a little sleep. So I went on with the band. I'm playing with the band. Played the band for the show. Had a bass player playing with me. Bass man come up and played. I went back in the back room. So ladies and gentlemen, we got a new guy here. His name is Pretty Bob. If y'all give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen. I had my clothes, I'm dressed now. I go back and put these overalls on, put this big hat on, stick my mustache, so I come back on, and I get on the store, I slide through the floor, and I tell jokes like this old man. You know, this old man, I tell joke, got my cane with me in a bit, and I crack the house up, man, because I'm a comedian. Crack the house up, and I said, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime, it's start time. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? I said, yeah, are you ready? I said, hey, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Rush.
Bei seinen Fans machte sich Bobby vor allem durch seine zweideutigen Texte und zwielichtigen Andeutungen beliebt. Allen voran steht hierbei der Song Chicken Heads zur freien Interpretation.
When I told Cavalcade I had a song called Chicken Heads, he really laughed at me, man. He didn't believe that I said it, even. And so I said, Calvin, I have a record called Chicken Heads. It was so funny to him. He was talking to another gentleman called Leo Austell. And Leo said, well, don't play it, me the tape. Just get your guitar and play it to me. Because he was so funny to him, he couldn't visualize hearing it from me. He said, just let me see you play. I want to look in your face. So I got the guitar and I said, Daddy told me on the dying bed, chicken, chicken, chicken. Give up your heart, but don't you lose your head. Take it, did it. I said, you came along, girl, what did I do? Did it, did it. Say, I lost my heart and my head too. Did it. And you know, from there, you know what the song was. It was a hit after that, you know. But it was a great song, but they really didn't understand why I was coming. I was in ahead of my time, I suppose. Without your love, girl, oh, I just can't go on. I look like a wild guy, but I'm not really wild. You know? And the fact that my wife see this, the little ups and downs that my wife had, it was all her fault. I didn't do anything. I'm so perfect, you know. You laughing? Don't laugh.
Wie viele seiner Kollegen wartet auch Bobby Rush noch heute auf den großen Tantiemencheck. Vielleicht kann er aber auch gerade dieser Tage bei seiner Bank eine größere Summe in bar abheben.
I got a woman, she big and fat. That's all right, Bobby Rush. Like 'em like that. This woman I love, she big as this, that, and the other. When she sit on her front porch, her stomach hang way over to her mother. She's a fat one. I was in Oakland, California, just 3 months ago. A gentleman called me. I won't call his name, but he called me and said, Bobby, said, when you come back from overseas, I got some things I want to sit and talk to you about. I think we owe you a couple nickels. So, look like I might get a couple nickels. I don't know what, a couple is two,
Yeah.
I'm hoping some things will come out of it. I won't lie. Bonnie Raitt done a lot of things for a lot of the black guys who didn't get paid on a lot of this stuff. She really been a lot of help to a lot of that. She really have. And she been a lot of help to a good friend of mine, John Lee Hooker, too. John Lee's a very good close friend of mine. We talk on a weekly basis. Good friend. Been friends for 40-some-odd years. John Lee, myself, Bobby Bland, B.B. King, just Little Milton, a few of the old guys who left around. I consider myself one of the older guys. So when you're past 60, then you're in the ballpark, But I've been around for a long time. Let me say before we get off the air, and to whoever is concerned, we love this show. Watch this show because we see the best on this show.
Of course.
After me, I don't know, but now.
That was good, Bobby. Yeah.
A man can give it, but he sure can't take it. Wo recht hat, hat recht.